celebration. He waited a long time for that one. Celebration by Chiesa's family, his wife.
I'm here with Tony Ferguson. Tony, these people love you, man. Everybody loves you. I see you take your gloves off. Is that it for Tony Ferguson? If anybody deserves this, man, it's you. What you have done in your career has been so special to so many. How are you feeling right now as you look toward what might be the end of your career, or at least in the UFC?
I know I could have did better. I know that a little bit more wrestling going into today. Man, fuck. I got to give it to Michael. You know, I know we're going to talk afterwards, but he was just on point with that hook, and it was hard to fight it. So, I mean, I don't want to retire. I really don't. But I love the UFC, and I don't want to go anywhere else. So I'm not going to put both gloves down. I'm going to put one. And I'm going to keep the other one just in case. I'm going to go home. I'm going to talk to my wife. I'm going to give my kids a big-ass hug. I'm going to enjoy the rest of the stay here in Abu Dhabi. And I can't believe that there's so many of you fucking fans that like us here. Me and DC, we go way back, bro.
My man. Yes, Tony, if this is the end, man, your career has been absolutely phenomenal. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for the legend, Tony Ferguson.
Well,
he got, oh! Did Chill just get dropped? What did I just see?
Unanimous decision from Omaha, Nebraska.
Yep. Look at this. What's good, man? I'm back. UFC Abu Dhabi. If you're wondering why I'm making this video on Sunday morning, it's because Eminem bitch ass, bro. That dude's performance was like 30 minutes long before the Crawford and Madrimov fight. And by the time his performance ended, it was probably like what 11:40 here, or like it was like 11:40, right? And the fight then starts like around like 12 something. Mind the UFC, like that's something the UFC would never do. That's why I honestly like the UFC way more than boxing, because bro, they at least had, by the time the performance would have been over with, the main event already been over with the UFC. Like bro, just stop ruining boxing, man. Because the pacing in boxing is probably worse than PFL. The PFL's pacing. Because the PFL have 10 fights in 5 hours, bro. It don't make sense. But back to this fight card. Probably gonna skip like the first like 3 fights. Shamil Gaziev had a boring performance. This card's kind of whack until the finishes started happening. But Crawford had a good performance over Muhammad Yahya, whatever. But I don't understand this dude's even in the UFC, man. He lost against Trevor Peek last time at 294, and now he's losing against Fernandez. Like, you know, honestly, they should have come out. He lost to Trevor Peek, because I mean, come on now, and like, it's just the way that he lost Trevor Peek. You know, it's not wrong to lose Trevor Peek, but the way he lost him was kind of like he lost Trevor Peek in a technical way. Like, he loses to Trevor Peek that way. You know what I mean? Next fight got Azamed Murzakanov versus Alonzo Menifield, and Menifield takes 2 losses in a row now. I'm not surprised Azamed finished him. Really not. I was kind of expecting Menifield to do a little bit better and be more aggressive, but he probably would have got countered and knocked out. And that's exactly what happened in the final sequence. Because Alonzo's corner thought Azamed got tired, which he was starting to get a little tired. And then he got countered with a big uppercut and fall. And then he got knocked down, got knocked out cold. Then you got Joel Alvarez versus Ellis Brenner. And man, I'm happy to see Joel Alvarez back. It was crazy because he only had like what? It's been like 4 fights in like the past 4 years. He needs to be more active. That's my only problem with Joel Alvarez, because he could definitely be a problem in his division if you ignore that fight against the rookie he had a couple years ago. But Yeah, he easily beat Elvis Brenner. He hurt him a couple times. It didn't really look competitive in there for real. Alvarez put on a good performance with his striking, all that, man. He looked beautiful out there. Hopefully, I can see him like get to a better opponent. That's not like Elvis Brenner, you know. 'Cause, I mean, not everyone can be Charles Oliveira, man. And Mackenzie Dern versus Luke Godinez. I mean, come on now. Y'all know y'all was watching this fight. Y'all know why. You know exactly why y'all was watching this fight. Yeah, you got Michael Gash versus Tony Ferguson. Tony, bruh. And the worst thing about this is Tony should have retired back in like 2021, bruh. I think he should have retired after he lost against Beneil Dariush. Cause I'll never forget he posted on Instagram, like, if you played Punch Out before, you know like this dude, the character on Punch Out, if you lose a couple times on the Mike Tyson's Punch Out, it will say like did you retire with a question mark and everything. And Tony Ferguson posted that, and I was like, please retire, bro. He is not the same fighter he was in 2018. And I honestly miss what Tony was that dude, you know. Because seeing that whole fight he had against Anthony Pettis was just, man. And I really thought at one point he could beat Khabib. I really did. I thought he was going to just work Khabib down or even submit him. I thought, like, man, it just sucks. It really sucks. And next you got Davis Figueroa versus Marlon Vera. And, man, Figure looks so damn good at 135, man. I don't know, man. Hey. Does he beat Sean O'Malley? Does he beat Marab? Does he beat Umar? I don't know. But, hey, he looks really good. You got Nurmagomedov versus Michael Olajacek, and very good performance by Shara. Was more of a war, but he's gonna get 100%. There's a chance that he's gonna get Chin in his next couple fights because there's not. Come on now, man. Olajacek was able to clip him a bunch of times, bro. Make a fight someone with a ton of power. He's done for. Like Joe Pyfer or somebody. He's done. But the worst part about it is he called Nick Diaz too. So yeah, I mean, come on now. Who wants to fight Nick Diaz in 2024? It's not 2015 no more, bro. It's not 2010 no more. No, I mean, it's not the Strikeforce days anymore. Next, you got Umar Nurmagomedov versus Corey Sandhagen. As much as I didn't really like Umar winning this fight, he did have a good performance. He was out wrestling him. He outstruck him. It was just a good performance from Umar, and I kind of expected this to happen. I actually went 11-2 on picks in the UFC, so that's a pretty good thing right there. And next we got Terrence Crawford versus Irzal Madrimov. That last name, man. But we're gonna talk about these fights right here. I watched all these fights right here. Next you got Martin Bakole versus Jared Aronson. You already know how I feel about Jared Aronson. I watched him a couple of his fights before. And my only problem was when he was like his defense sometimes, like he'd have his hands down, he would sometimes duck too much. He'll go back with his hands completely down. And it costed him, man. The second you lean down the first round, he got hit with an uppercut. And then the fourth round, or it was the fifth, where he got hit because he was winning the rounds. But every time that Martin would land, it would drop him and he would get hurt real bad. It was turning into a war as well. It was. Fifth round, he got hit with another uppercut. And I knew that was one of them in the fight. Somehow he got back up from that uppercut. He got hit with another uppercut. I think it was like he got hit with a 1-2 or something. And got dropped again. He got back up and then it was just Bakole just walk him down with no respect for Jared Aronson's power, and he just finished him. In my opinion, Jared Aronson needs to either go down a weight class because he's too small at heavyweight. Let's be real, he's really too small for heavyweight. Way too small. He's go down to either cruiserweight or whatever, man, because he is too small for heavyweight. And I mean, it sucks because Top Rank was hyping up like crazy, man. It really does suck because Top Rank was, man, it was all over Jared Aronson. Like he was something like the next great heavyweight. But he has some flaws, and I mean, in the heavyweight division, that can't be a thing, you know, where you just get hit or just don't have good defense, you know. Next, you got Andy Ruiz versus Gerald Miller, and Gerald Miller won this fight. It's kind of sad to see what happened in Andy Ruiz's career, because I mean, he went from being the undisputed heavyweight champion of the world, beating Anthony Joshua, becoming the first Mexican heavyweight champion in boxing, and ever since 2019, he ain't been doing nothing. I think he's only followed 3 times since 2019. And his performances have been just terrible. Like the worst one he had in the past couple of years was probably Chris Arreola. He got dropped by Chris Arreola. Chris Arreola's like 40 years old now. I mean, come on now, man. And then you fought Luis Ortiz. That was not a bad performance from him. But man won purely off just a knockdown to against Ortiz. On top of that, Luis Ortiz is old as hell now as well. So, but to be fair, he's still fighting. He's still boxing at a high level. To be fair, and this is by far his worst performance against Gerard Miller. Which, I mean, come on, man. This should like get the Eddie Ruiz from 2019 to be at the Joshua, and this one starts with Gerard Miller, man. And crazy thing is, Eddie Ruiz actually replaced Gerard Miller because Gerard Miller was supposed to fight Anthony Joshua prior to Ruiz stepping in and getting that crazy upset in 2019. I mean, it's crazy. Next, you got Jose Venezuela versus Isaac Cruz. And man, I'm telling you, people switch on my boxing so fast, man. I'm telling you, man, because people are saying, oh, Isaac Cruz will beat Gervonta Davis in a rematch, which I didn't think Tank did enough to win the first fight. It was really close, but Tank did enough. But the fact that they were saying like Isaac should get that rematch with Tank and he'll probably beat Tank, you know, then to just lose against, you know, Valenzuela, you know, someone's just coming off a knockout win against Chris Colbert. Although she coming off 2 wins against Chris Colbert, he did that first fight. He did beat Chris Colbert. There was no way in hell Chris Colbert won that fight. But like, I kind of expected Isaac Cruz to run through him because the fact that well, I think he lost to this one dude called Edwin Dos Santos, whatever his name was. I think one second, I figured it out because I'm pretty sure Shakur Stevenson fought him, right? Yeah. I remember he got finished by him. He was like, what, 13-0. You know, he was taking a bunch of damage in that fight. I kind of expected Isaac Cruz to do the same thing to him, but nope. Valenzuela has had a good performance. He outboxed the brawler. He outdid him with everything. Every time he got on the ropes, he would just exit with a little check hook. He was just really good that entire fight. And Isaac Cruz just couldn't get into that range that he wanted him at. So, yeah, good performance for Valenzuela, and shit, I wonder what's next for him. Yeah, and of course, you got the main event, Terence Crawford versus Israel Madrimov. And I really don't understand how people say this fight was a robbery. I mean, close fights aren't robberies, but to be fair, like, in my opinion, Terence Crawford won the fight in the championship rounds. But Sean Porter, you gotta be fired, because that commentary was so biased, bro. Because, in my opinion, Terence Crawford did enough in the championship rounds to win the fight. He won 11-12, in my opinion. And I had a tie at the end of the 10. You know, it was a very close fight. Crawford did enough in the later rounds to win the fight. But to say it's a robbery is insane. I mean, come on now. But does Crawford beat Canelo? I don't think so. Probably not. But to be fair, he did have to fight a difficult style here. You know what I mean? I think even Canelo struggled with this style right here. You know? And another thing is, all Madrimov all he did was just fan a couple times. He only landed about like what, 5 to 6 big punches in the entire fight. He really didn't do much out there. Like, even if Crawford probably wasn't even landing in the early rounds, that's just even if he was just only hitting the gloves and most of the shots are blocked, it's still more activity. You know, it's still more activity. It's not just moving around with that dumb movement, feinting, and not even trying to actually throw the intent to knock him out. Actually, he didn't start doing it until like the later rounds, which at that point Crawford was just outdoing him at that point. So yeah, that's my thoughts on that fight right there. I believe I have another fight to talk about. I believe I don't know. Oh yeah. PFL and ONE Championship. So yeah, we're gonna talk about this PFL card right here. I'm just gonna talk about the matchups that I really care about, and it's in the PFL playoffs. So Ty Santos beat Liz Carmouche, Nicole Ditcheva beat Jenna Bishop pretty easily. Now they're gonna fight each other in the finals, and that's gonna be a crazy fight to see. I can't wait, man, because we're gonna see Dakota finally get tested, man. And then of course in the heavyweight finals, you got Denis Gotov versus Ike Popov, which I think this might be Denis's year in winning the PFL championship for sure. He should have won it last year, but Henry Ferrer had to just, knock him the fuck out. So that's unfortunate. But yeah, we move on to ONE FC. Only 5 boxers wins called Jared Brooks versus Gustavo Ballard. And good performance from Jared Brooks. He should be the real champion right now. I mean, the way he lost his belt was some bullshit. In fact, you can't spike someone on the head is so stupid, man. I mean, come on, you can knee someone in the head, but can't spike them on the head. It's kind of stupid. It's like how the prior rules were, like you could sit there and knee someone in the head, sock kick them, but you can't elbow them. Like, that's so dumb, bro. That's my only problem with the PFL is that you can't elbow people because it's so dumb. Like, I need a fight like this more vicious to watch, like ONE FC. but then y'all got to where you can't even elbow people. Like, come on, man. But good performance, Jared Brooks. He submitted, got the he submitted Bullard. Ballard only took him. It was pretty easy. He was able to get a takedown pretty early. Got reversed one time, then was able to get his back, and easily locked him where they could choke. Took like about 3 attempts to do it, but good performance, Jared Brooks. But the real thing is, like, I don't know why he called out Mighty Mouse, man. Bro, that would be a pretty easy fight for Mighty Mouse. It might, I don't know, because Jared Brooks would just be heavy on the pressure, shooting takedowns and stuff. But I think Mighty Mouse would be able to, stuff them takedowns and counter pretty well. And on top of that, he's way better on the feet. And he'll be able to hit with them leg kicks as well. On top of that, it'll be probably the first time Mighty Mouse has fought someone his same size since 2018. So that's good. Yeah, that's it, y'all. That's all the fights that happened over this entire weekend. Got nothing else to talk about. And peace out. I'm out, man. Peace.